78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc, Lions Den boxing community. For those who don't know, now you know. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. If you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. So, Terence Bud Crawford, fresh off of a dominating performance over Earl the Truth Spence, Terence Crawford becomes the only male two-time undisputed champion in the modern era. He was undisputed, we all know, at 140, collected all those belts, and then he came over and did it at 147. Took him some years to do it, but he got it done. This is a historic feat for Terence Crawford, okay? Especially in the way, the dominating fashion in which he did it. If he had just won a close fight, it would have been historic. You could still make an argument that I'm about to make now, but the argument, I think, is much clearer with the type of dominating performance he had. Because regardless of what anybody says, Earl Spence is no slouch. He was a unified champion for a reason. The man is a survivor. He got heart. He's game bred. He's thorough. You know what I'm saying? But he was totally outclassed and totally outmatched, outwitted, out everything by Terence Crawford. And it just looked like he didn't. It just looked like he didn't belong in the same ring. You know what I'm saying? The way Crawford just easily dominated him, and how strong Crawford was. We used to seeing EJ pressure people and back them up, push them backwards. I just rewatched the fight again, and I think it was round five, if I'm not mistaken. EJ was he came in. He came off the ropes. He had the ropes momentum, and he came towards Bud and leaned on him. Bud's feet never moved. He never moved off his square. He literally took his right hand and pushed EJ backwards like 3 feet. I said, "What the?" Just pushed him off of him. All right, so he just, Crawford was in the best shape of his life for this fight. You know what I'm saying? Everything just fell into place how it was supposed to for Crawford to win. Now let's talk about historical. Listen, this is all subjective. These are my top 5 welterweights of all time. Now, like I said, it's subjective because you can easily have Henry Armstrong up here. You can have, a bunch of people could be up here, especially from the old days. But these are my top 5 welterweights of all time. Okay, I think Floyd Mayweather dominated his era of welterweights. You can make the argument he didn't fight everybody he could have fought, stuff like that. But it is what it is. Floyd Mayweather fought. He beat Manny Pacquiao, who was his arch nemesis of that era, and he fought him and he beat him. Okay, he beat other great welterweights or guys from 140. You know what I'm saying? They came up to welterweight, which is still all a part of welterweight, 140 as well. But Floyd beat a lot of great guys. But I believe Floyd's most dominant performances were at 130. Floyd at 130, Floyd even at 140, amazing. You know what I'm saying? Lightning fast, knockout artist. 147, technician. You know what I'm saying? High ring IQ, superior boxer. You know what I mean? But the punching power just wasn't there at 147. Sugar Ray Leonard was able to beat Thomas Hearns. Of course, Sugar Ray Leonard beat a lot of welterweights. I'm just saying, I think Thomas Hearns was his best win at welterweight. You know what I mean? Thomas Hearns was a real deal welterweight. And when those guys met up at the time they did, it was the best versus the best. And Sugar Ray Leonard came out on top. You know what I'm saying? Ray Robinson, who many will tell you is the greatest fighter of all time. I'm not going to argue against that. Ray Robinson, I think it's been said that his best wins, he was at his best at welterweight. Unfortunately, many of those fights are not on tape for us to review. But if you listen to the historians and you read the books and the accounts of the fights, they tell you he was a superb athlete. Now, if you look at some of his fights at middleweight, you can see And only imagine how good he had to be at welterweight. So his best win at welterweight, I think, was probably Kid Gavilan. You know what I mean? I didn't get to see that fight. But Ray Robinson, many consider the greatest welterweight of all time. All right? Jose Napoles, I think I would he's definitely one of the top 5 welterweights in my opinion, on my list at least. I think his best win was Emil Griffith. He was a good fighter, overlooked by a lot of people in this era. Forget his name, but honestly, I think Terence Crawford has a chance to beat all these guys. If we're playing hypotheticals and fantasy matchups, I think Crawford has a chance to beat all of them because of his punching power, his ring IQ, his reaction time, his counter punching ability. Yeah, I think he definitely has a opportunity to beat all these guys. And I would rank Terence Crawford. In my personal opinion, I'm gonna rank him over Floyd Mayweather when it comes to welterweight. I think Terence Crawford is a better welterweight than Floyd Mayweather. You know, you can make an argument with Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard gave a lot of great memories, put on a lot of great shows, a lot of flash, but I'm gonna say Terence Crawford probably whooped Sugar Ray too. I think he probably whooped Sugar Ray. Now, I'm not going to get into Ray Robinson because I didn't see Ray Robinson fight at welterweight. I'm not going to play that game like a lot of fake historians will tell you all this stuff, and you can't make no argument for Ray Robinson if you ain't see the man fight at welterweight. So I'm not even going to play that game and go off of hearsay. I respect Ray Robinson. He's a brother. There's no reason to knock him off his throne. Leave him there. He can stay there. Jose Napoles, Terence Crawford definitely would have beat him. Okay? And a slew of other welterweights. I don't see Manny Pacquiao beating Terence Crawford. This one that showed up tonight to fight Earl Spence? No. Ain't nobody beating that dude. I'm going to have a hard time seeing Manny Pacquiao beat him. I'm trying to think. De La Hoya, Trinidad and them, none of them dudes. I don't see it. I just don't see it, man. That was one of the most surgically dominant. I don't even know what the right term to use. That was one of the best wins I ever seen a dude get, especially a dude who's been as disrespected as Crawford. His team has been very disrespected. His coaching staff, everybody was disrespected. The man did everything his way. He didn't care what nobody else had to say. I see in the post-fight press conference, he snapped on Ellie. He said Ellie was hating on him and all that kind of stuff. But see, this is why, y'all, it's very important that the best fight the best. It's extremely important. And hopefully this fight sold well. It should, because that will encourage the networks and stuff like that to make the best fight the best. Look at lightweight. Yeah, all these great fights, great fighters at lightweight. Yeah, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Vasyl Lomachenko, Gervonta Tank Davis. Now you got Shakur Stevenson up there now. So on and so forth. Right? All these great fighters. And so far, the only people who have fought is Teofimo fought Lomachenko, and Devin Haney fought Lomachenko, right? George Kambosos was in the mix because he beat Teofimo, all right? And Devin Haney beat George Kambosos. But this fight should be proof that it doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter what we as fans think. We can come on the internet and argue all day long. Oh, man, you cap. Oh, you cap. No, you cap. Man, you cap. You a bigger cap. We can do that all day long. We can go find articles. We can go find this and that to argue with each other. But when the fight is made, that's when the truth gets told. See what I'm saying? That's when the truth gets told. We don't know what's going to happen in that ring, right? Until that fight gets made, somebody's going to be wrong, right? People can look like monsters, but when they get in that ring, if the best fight the best, somebody's going to have to lose, bro. That's just what it is. Terence Crawford had cleaned up his business. Now, I know a lot of people are going to probably want him to fight Boots. I don't care if he fight Boots or not. I think him and Boots is a very entertaining fight. If Terence Crawford wants to stay at 147, or he can pass the torch, let Boots clean up 147, and Terence Crawford can go up to 154. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But, him and Earl still got unfinished business. But the main thing I want to stress here is that we don't know who the best is in these divisions because the best aren't fighting each other, okay? Thankfully, we got undisputed at lightweight with Devin Haney. People try to diminish that. And they try to say, but no, Tank is the best. No, Shakur the best. No, man, Devin ain't fought. Who fought at that? When you got boxers laughing and talking about belts don't matter as a duck tactic, and y'all laughing, y'all encourage this behavior, then another guy go over here and collect all the belts, and then y'all try hating on him, want him to drop his belts, want him to get stripped so the other guys can pick it up. The same guys who strategically said that belts don't matter so they ain't got to fight nobody. Come on, bro. At the end of the day, look. I want to see Gervonta Tank Davis versus Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko still out there. I would love to see Shakur versus Loma or even Tank versus Loma. We think we know what's going to happen, but we don't. A dude can be totally dominant, right? Like hypothetically, we talking about Tank. Tank, knockout artist, beast mode all day long, right? We don't know how he's going to be on that fight night. He might come in there looking sleepy like Earl did. He come in there like we don't know what's going to happen. This is why it's important for the best to fight the best. So these arguments we be having online is cool and everything, and it's entertaining. It makes for good video content and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, don't nobody know what they're talking about until them dudes get in the ring. Don't nobody know. See what I'm saying? So anyway, that's my 2 cents on the matter. Congratulations to Terence Bud Crawford for making history. Congratulations to his team. Keep your head up, Earl Spence Jr. The truth. Still man down. Big fish. We're up out of here. Deuces.